Today's topic, Chris D'Elia has come back with some receipts proving a lot of his detractors to be liars.
Oh.
Yes. Oh. You know the girl who started all of this?
Yeah.
She's like, he said he groomed me when I was 16. So he ghosted her for like 2-3 years. And then she emailed when she was 21. She's like, hey, I'm 21 now, DTF.
And you know what the thing is?
Right.
She admitted that.
She admitted that.
She admitted that.
That's the problem.
She took that shit off.
Right. And so a lot of these people who are throwing accusations claiming that he was going after them when they were underage have been proven false. One of the girls went to his stand-up show and then took a picture with her afterwards. And then he said, yo, can I get your number? I want to see you sometime. Here's the thing. He assumed that she was 18 because she came to a stand-up show. Because generally speaking, when we do stand-up, they serve alcohol.
Venues are 18 and over. Or 21 and over, depending on what the drinking age is at the place where you're at.
That's right. So what ended up happening afterwards, as soon as he found out that she was young and she was trying to hide it, he ghosted her. And in another instance where a girl claimed that, you know, he knew I was underage, this and that, he hit her up and he's like, yo, how old are you? And she said like 12 as a joke. He's like, no, really, how old are you? And she's like 21. So she lied about her age to him. And so when you look at this stuff and you see these people getting so comfortable on Twitter to throw accusations around and they want to clout chase a little bit, but then once new information comes out, you realize that they omitted a lot of the context. It makes a lot of them seem super disingenuous.
Abba. False accusations only make up 3% of all accusations. Why are we talking about this?
Because all those things that we just brought up are not going to be counted as false accusations.
No, they're not.
So their statistics are skewed.
Ooh.
So everyone threw him under the bus. His agency dropped him. All those people in Hollywood who claimed to be his friends dropped him without any of the full context. And it was just so fascinating to watch from afar. And it goes to show you how the court of public opinion is so easily swayed by bad faith actors. And that's why I wasn't ready to condemn him. And I said, I'm not going to include any of the under 18 because there's no evidence that he knowingly pursued women who were under 18. And the only evidence I had at the time was one girl who said her age, and he stopped talking to her. So when I look at that information, I'm like, how am I going to condemn a man for something that may be potentially illegal in some states when there's no evidence of that being true? And everyone did that. They condemned him. They called him a creep. They said he's the worst. There's literally no evidence of that.
Because of a role.
It's so disappointing to see how people are so easily swayed. Just because a lot of people come out and say something doesn't make it true. This idea that strength in numbers inherently means that there's validity to these problems isn't necessarily true. The absence of evidence is not evidence.
It's not the evidence of essence.
This is why I'm very careful to call anything out because so much of it is fake. So many facts, important information is omitted. And when we go out of our way to cancel people based off limited information, what we're essentially doing is that we're subverting the law. And we're saying, we don't need y'all. We're going to punish people. Well, guess what? Mob mentality often targets the wrong people. These are exactly what witch hunts used to look like. The only difference is that now it's not people actually dying, it's just their careers. That's what we just did. We watched a man be burned at the stake for something he never did. And what? He wants to sleep with women between 18 and 22? That's his prerogative. That's common all over the world. It is what it is. And also the other things like, well, he shouldn't be getting involved with fans. Fans shouldn't be trying to get involved with him, but it's a reality that exists in our world. Who doesn't want to sleep with someone they admire a lot?
No matter what the age difference is.
Yeah.
Top line, ladies.
Yeah.
And man.
Yeah.
We see you.
People act like famous people are inherently predatory because they sleep with people who admire them. Newsflash, most of the women I've ever slept with have admired me to some degree or liked me and respected me in a tremendous amount of way. And that was before I did YouTube.
I wouldn't say admire, but fair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. People watch me dance and like, I admire you. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to give it to you, though. I'm
yeah,
give it to
yeah,
you. Yes.
Yeah. Brother Abazulu. Brother
Abazulu King the Third
has brought you the facts. Girl, I didn't need no hacks. Not on the computer. I hacked down.
No. We're going back to the video. We're not starting with this again. All right? We're good.
This shit again. He don't want to hear the truth again. I testify. Your name is Preachify on this mic. It's Spotify. Create your account.
What the fuck are you saying? Now you just a whole bunch of gibberish. No, nigga. This makes no sense.
Gibberish.
No.
Brother, he ate that up like licorice.
No, that was doo-doo.
Doo-doo?
Doo-doo.
I doo-doo that doo-doo. And you ate it up. Boy, you a fecal-philiac. You drank it up. The truth will be heard. That's fire.
Jesus fucking
Call it doo-doo. That's higher than the stratosphere above your head. We going through a new elevation. Let's elevate our kinks.
Is that what it is? Every video is gonna be like you doing slams?
Of course. For the brothers must be educated.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Brother Abba on the scene to give you that education. Black power. But yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened there. I don't even know what we were talking about.
It's very important in this day and age that whenever things like that happen, that you don't scream wolf. Screaming wolf like that messes up the real problems and the real problems that women face and real victims. When real victims are gonna come up and say stuff like that, it's just gonna make it harder for them because nobody is gonna believe them. It's already hard enough for women or man, anybody that is a victim of any kind of assault to come forward and to speak up. You're doing a huge disservice to the actual victims. Mm-hmm. And you should be charged as a predator, in my opinion. If you you mess someone's career up by some fake allegations, you should face the law just like a predator. To me. Fake allegations, it should be the same. What you saying?
I think misremembering experience is one thing, but when you have written information where you can omit things, then to me it seems a little bit more insidious. And just to go back to the other point about, the power dynamics, guys, do we talk about women who take advantage of dudes in the friend zone as somehow being criminal? Because there's a lot of women who do that. How's that any different? They're using her position of elevated power as a very attractive woman to take advantage of dudes. Hey, Twitch is very known for that. A lot of these platforms are known for that. Is that wrong? This idea that you can't engage with your fans. Are we saying that these people are not mature enough to make decisions for themselves, that they need to be protected? What are we getting at? We're basically infantilizing our public and our society and trying to say that people have no agency and no ability to make decisions for themselves. I don't like the ideas. So we wanted to make this video to kind of give you guys an update since we made the first one. Pretty much everything we said in the first one still stands. You should still date compassionately and all that stuff. But, some people who were grandstanding, who were being super fake, now we know they're lying. He didn't groom these people. These were fans that he approached. Once he realized what age they were, he stopped and they kept pursuing. Some of them may have been bitter because he didn't return their advances. But to call him some kind of predator? Come on, man. And here's the worst part, is that since he's released these receipts, a lot of the news outlets haven't picked it up.
No, of course not.
So the same people who condemned him never went out of their way with their journalistic integrity to make those corrections.
But we've seen that happen, and that always happened. We're going to be really quick to condemn. We're going to really be really quick to disrespect. But then after that, the apology is nowhere to be found.
That's right.
Your apology should be as loud as your disrespect. And that's not what's happening. Yeah. That's not what happens with news outlet. Oh, it's not true? Well, okay. That's the same thing that happened with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. We know about that. What, huh?
Yeah.
What do we hear about that? Nothing. That's what news outlet, if they chose a line, they're going to keep on going on that line, even though if they mess up.
Y'all always say, believe all women, but you make it sound like women don't lie. I didn't know y'all were the perfect. I just wasn't aware that you guys were the perfect gender, incapable of lying. Come on, guys. Let's be smart and let's be better. All right? Facts and evidence, that's the only thing I believe. Peace.
If you want to condemn someone, at least, bring the facts, the truth. Don't omit things, you know what I mean? Don't do that. And then you make a fake parallel over an acting job. I mean, if he's a creep, fine. If he did some things that were wrong, fine. There's no problem with that. Nobody's disputing that. But when you're doing all this and you're, oh man, oh wow.
People are now just coming after him because he went for young women who were 18 to 22. Is that kind of creepy? Maybe by your definition, and you're entitled to that. It doesn't make it wrong. It doesn't make it a punishable offense.
And the thing that they're gonna be known for is being a pedophile, even though he's not.
Yeah, because there's nothing
crazy
pedophilic about going after women who are one, past puberty, and two, over 18. There's nothing to do with that. You have to be pre-pubescent to qualify for that. So I just hate when people use these wrong terms. One,